Hello everybody, welcome to GT Planet and welcome to another video here on our channel. My name's Chaz Draycott, lead video producer for GT Planet, and just after the Spec 3 update with the Power Pack, of course, we have two of the new circuits available in the daily races. Today I'm going to be taking on one of these races, as I so often do on Mondays. There's loads of these videos to go and look back to if you want to watch some of me racing with people online and making an idiot out of myself every time we get a new set on these Mondays. We have Circuit Gilles Villeneuve with the Super Formula cars from 2023. I think that's a really cool layout and a really, really cool combination. I think that's going to be quite the feisty race, but with, of course, Actually, I was just about to say the lack of safety rating and driver rating updates, but this is the first one in a while where they are affected, actually. Ooh, sportsmanship rating, by the way, Chaz, not safety rating. This isn't iRacing. However, I'm not going to be touching that one. We are not going to be touching this either. We've got Fuji in GT3s. I think, is there not a GT500 event going on this week, which is why that's the combination. Still, good combo, but not really for me. I want this. I want the Yas Marina circuit in the Group 4 cars. You all know I love the Group 4s. I love my Ferrari, which we are going to be using for this. Just going to make sure that we are in that Ferrari as well, the Group 4. And we're going to be on Racing Hards. It's just a sprint, 5-lap sprint. And yeah, I think this is going to be a very interesting one. 314 horsepower. Flipping heck, they've really watered it down. Wow. Okay, well, let's try and somehow surpass 100 miles an hour down the straight. Let's go and qualify. Now, if you're anything like me, you'll have just spent most of your Sunday watching cars go around this circuit a lot faster than I'm about to, as Lando Norris just took the Formula 1 World Championship in Abu Dhabi. It's going to be a lot quieter in the grandstands and on the pit straight for me in my little Group 4 Ferrari. Now, because this is a new circuit to the game, obviously it's one that not a lot of people have got much time around, so I think it's going to be interesting to see how the race pans out here. Can we? Yeah, definitely go flat through there. What about around here, though? Big lift, and that is a tyre killer as well. Don't think tyres are going to be much to think about. One of the interesting points that we raised in the podcast, and I'm sure that a lot of people have noticed here, is that we only have the one layout of Yas Marina at the moment, and it is the Grand Prix layout, which I'm very sad to say now omits the chicane beforehand. I know that in Formula 1 you used to get a lot of incidents and things there, but I need to shift over a bit. But yeah, I think that's quite a pivotal part of the circuit, just to make it that little bit more interesting. Another chicane, I know, but it's a Tilkedrome. It's the chicanes that make it interesting. I'm sure there's going to be many Max Verstappen-esque sends down the inside there. But how cool is this circuit? It's absolutely gorgeous. Brilliant venue to have in the game. I love it. I really do. And I think in all the lighting settings, it looks beautiful. I'm intrigued by the braking markers. They look like they say 400 and then 50. Why is that? Use all the curb there on the right hand side. Like I say, I'm not going to be perfect around here. This is not going to be... Ooh, well, there you go. It's not going to be an incredible lap by any standards. I've not got a lot of time around here. This is my first lap today as well. I've literally just got the wheel out. So I'm not going to be on it straight off the bat, but hopefully with a good 6 minutes or so left in a qualifying state, I can at least get my eye in and improve on that anyway. Across the line we go. 2092. Not awful. And it seems like that the update is making the text blue or red at the bottom of the screen there instead of white. I noticed that when I was racing in the Power Pack, that text is now blue and red instead of being permanently white with just the coloured arrow next to it. There you are, look at that. Saved a lot of time there. But yeah, I think it's interesting that it's either blue or red now. I don't think it's as pretty, actually. I preferred it when it was all just white. There we go, that's a better run. This Ferrari sounds so good, doesn't it? It's a beautiful sounding and beautiful looking race car. Don't think there ever was a real GT4 Ferrari 458. Seems a big shame not to have one. But it is what it is. Let's turn in a little bit later off the brakes there. curb on the left. Yes. Nice. Feels good. Feels really good. Not going to go all the way over to the right. We're just going to smooth out the run. There's no point being all the way over there when you can straight line it to that part. I'm going to go a bit deeper into here this time. You've got to sort of go past the first apex, slow it down, and then get back in for the second one. Focus on the run out of the corner. There we go. Look, the time is... Oh, it was coming to me. Very similar run, it seems. Got to brake a lot earlier for that than I did on the previous lap. There we go. We gained multiple tenths. Slow it down here. Yes, that's it. Much earlier apex. There we go. Nearly 2 seconds up after just one other lap. Just a lift through there. Can never get this final corner right because it sort of progresses on the way in and then it tightens on the apex. 1.9 seconds quicker though. 2:07.2. I'm pleased with that. Pleased with that time actually. Just gotta pushed it too hard and then ruined it straight off the bat. Just got to try and tidy up some of the corners. It is a difficult circuit to get a smooth lap in because there are so many corners. I think when we used to have the chicane on this particular section down here, wasn't it something like 22 corners? It was one of the circuits on the F1 calendar with the most corners, I know that much. But that's just because of all the chicanes and things that are in it. It's a very artificial circuit, but still, I think it's one of the best in the world. Just depends on what you're racing there. I think that's the thing. You can't say really one circuit is better than the other. It depends what you're racing there. They all fit different categories. Still, I'm going to do the next lap of quali just to see what I can get in. And then, yeah, we'll jump into the race. Oh, this is taking a while. Oh, there we go. I did improve my time. I went to a 2:07.005. I had a much better final sector on the lap that you just saw me partway through. It was a really, really good final sector, but obviously I lost a few tenths in the early stages. The G70 seems to be quite the popular car, and the GT by Citroën, but I'm happy that we're the only Ferrari on the grid. I don't think there's anyone else further down. There's 15 of us, and yeah, it's all Citroëns and Genesis. Okay, I don't mind. I never go for the meta car, you know me. This ought to be quite interesting, and the first ever daily races at the Yas Marina circuit. And of course we're doing it under lights, we have to. It's just the law, isn't it? You don't really race at Yas Marina during the day. It's too beautiful at night. Here we go. I'm excited for this. Quite a quick shift to second gear in the Ferrari. And we'll get on with the task at hand then. It's just a 5-lap sprint, and we'll make the most of it. And hopefully have a nice clean race throughout as well. Got Dander in front of us here, the German driver. Car behind got a pretty good turn one. Got to balance it on the throttle through there. Seems like everyone's got a pretty good idea of this already. Hopefully it's a clean race to start our time off here at Yas Marina in the daily races. And the slipstreaming begins. Oh dear, I wonder if I'll get told off for track limits there. I tried to use the run on the outside and, you know, cut back a little bit. Oh, somebody from in front has left, so we've gained a place. Little battle going on here. There's no need for it. No need for that either, Chaz. I'm so sorry. I'm not gaining the place like that. It just seemed to break a lot more than I expected. I'm not gaining the place from it. My bad. Oh, that was poor by the NSX. That was really poor by the NSX, man. Oh, hello. That was poor by me, maybe not watching what's going on in front of me. Or behind me, sorry. Yeah, but the NSX ran very, very wide there. I know I can't speak for ploughing into the back of the Genesis a few corners before. The NSX went very, very wide and then just steamed back onto the racing line. It's not the done thing. A little bit messy, but let's see what lap 2 holds. Wow, I was wide through there. This is the Yuki Tsunoda line. Try and do what we did before, where we cut back a little bit here. Oh no, I had to lift to get it to turn in. Oh, a bit messy that. Everybody tries different lines through that left-hander. It's quite interesting to see. You can see some live experimentation going on between all 4 of us there. Interesting lap, quite a good chase going on at the moment. 1.6 seconds clear of the car behind, so they are of no immediate threat, but they're certainly in the picture if anything goes wrong here. Oh, that was a bit awful on track limits. I might get pinged for that. That's the thing with a circuit like this, though. You can easily outdo it on track limits. I've done it again. I think I'm too early going into that right-hander at turn 3. Potential here, surely. Oh, the Czech driver has just nailed it down the inside and hit both of them. Whoa, flipping heck. Don't think he knew I was there then. Let's try this. Hasn't quite worked out how I wanted. It's a little bit scrappy, isn't it? I'm still here. I can't go anywhere. I can't disappear. It's always the same story. Oh, yeah. Yeah, put your nose there. Let's hopefully get away from them. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you as well. We got a push from the car behind to keep us in the fight. That's quite friendly. It's a shame that that's what taints it. It's like I was saying about having the power pack and being able to race hard against the AI, you know, in single player without retaliation and bad blood. This might be why people get bitter about the daily races, to say the least. I'll let the car left of me go here. He's going to get the slipstream. There's no point me squeezing him or anything like that. No benefit from that. Let them two battle. I cut the nose off DL a little bit there, but at the end of the day, he was rejoining, so I was hoping that he'd maybe concede a little bit. 1 lap to go. Andreas was the driver that opened the floodgates earlier towards the end of the lap. Let's see if we can get him back onto the final circulation here and get a top 5. A bit aggressive, isn't it? The Citroen's fast in a straight line though. See why it's the car of choice. DL made a really good move up the inside there. I didn't quite think he was going to get the overlap. Wow, we weren't really giving each other a lot of room there, and I've ended up probably getting a penalty for going across the inside like that. Got the run. Again, look at that Citroen go. No matter what sort of run you get on the thing, it just goes. Tried to get a run out of the final corner. Not the best of races that to start off our visits to Yas Marina. A little bit irritated by the contact, but it was a tough battle all the same. You know, I'd rather have a tough battle like that than race on my own and lonely the whole time. But don't forget, as ever, you can take on these daily races if you too have Gran Turismo 7 and an online connection, and hopefully you have a slightly cleaner experience than I did. Unfortunately missing out on a top 5, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you've at least enjoyed this little insight to this week's daily races. Don't forget to head over to GT Planet as well. You can discuss them with like-minded members in our wonderful community. And hopefully I'll see you next week for another video. Have a great day.